And today we're going to watch something interesting. The video is Hispanics vs college students on socialism, which is going to be very interesting because hey, with socialism, you always have to do your part. It's all about equality, right? And now that you support socialism by getting taxed like crazy, I would like to tax you with a like on this video later, okay?
Do you think the U.S. should embrace socialism?
Yeah, I'm a Marxist.
Yes.
No, I don't think socialism is good.
When everybody's feeding into one cause, which is like healthcare, education.
At the expense of who?
Yeah.
If it's the rich, it's the rich.
Yeah.
We're from Bolivia, and it's impacted our country negatively. So
True.
I think, in my opinion, I'm not a huge fan of extreme socialism.
Capitalism is a plague and will kill everyone, even the people that benefit from it.
Can you
What the heck is he doing? It's like he's casting for a movie.
Capitalism is a plague and will kill everyone.
describe why?
Are you familiar with the image of Ouroboros, snake that eats itself? It's an accurate representation of how capitalism thrives on the extraction not only of the labor of workers in the first world, but especially of the natural resources and the labor in the third world. And when that resource runs out, bourgeoisie will turn on it themselves and eat each other.
I feel like a lot of
Sure,
people
sure.
like the concept.
You know what's weird actually? They take like the negative part of socialism, add it to capitalism, and they take the positive of capitalism to socialism. I'm like, wait a second. I believe these days socialism is communism. The only difference is capitalists are funding the platform of socialism. They don't even see that.
Because equality.
That it doesn't work, especially on these days. You have Venezuela, you have Cuba. I'm very sorry.
And use like the Scandinavian, let's say, economist concepts, then I feel like it's not a...
Come on, man. Stop using the power of the blonde Scandinavian angel-looking people when you don't even understand they don't have socialism. Stop comparing. I'm sure they're going to be like, well, that's the real socialism, and the one in Venezuela and Cuba, that's different. That's communism. Like, okay. You don't even live there. Come on, man.
It's not a bad idea at all.
Okay, say
No, it's
you're a
not.
millionaire and this person only has a couple $100s. What if they take your wealth and spread it between two people so they both have equal amounts of money? Are you okay with that?
No. I'm not okay with that.
Not a bad
Do
idea.
you think the U.S. should embrace socialism?
Oh, yeah, I think so, definitely.
What are some of the socialist policies that you like?
All of them.
Are you sure?
Do you think the US
You're not even sure, and you won't vote for all of them? Dude, just say you just want to go smoke some weed. I would respect that even more.
embrace socialism?
I don't. Most often, as we've seen in history, socialist practices can at times lead into communism,
Beautiful and smart.
and that poses a lot of risks.
What would you say to all the people that say socialism doesn't work?
We've seen it work in other countries. We don't know if it'll work here. Capitalism obviously doesn't work for America.
Why?
Because we're in such a load of debt. There's so many people who can't afford it.
You're in a load of debt because you're trying to help so many people at the same time a little, so you're not solving any of the issues, and then for some odd reason you're the friend of everybody and you're the enemy of yourself. All the things that you're doing right now by law, the new ones in America, it's socialist.
I got the power.
I'm in Spain. If I compare, you're doing the same things. The only big difference is, at least in Spain, we have some unique family values that keeps a lot of things intact.
Education, can't afford housing. They're using capitalism as like a way to defend it, but I don't think it's that great here.
Any examples of capitalism not working in America?
You can say like 2008. I don't know.
And which countries did you say, you said socialism works?
Isn't it Sweden where they have socialism?
What would you say to the kids that say they like socialism?
I think, first of all, they need to travel those
Thank you.
countries and see exactly how people are living over there, how they're complaining.
Do you think the U.S. should embrace socialism?
I don't know enough,
There's
but like
hope.
my gut is yes, like
Oh.
universal health care. I think like
We actually pay almost nothing and everything is free, almost any operation. Anything. Guess what? You know why? Franco came with one law and said everybody abides by this law. So if you abide by this law, you are a white Spanish man, black Spanish man, Asian Spanish man, whatever you want to be Spanish man.
tough love.
Right now in Spain, if I want help from the government, usually I don't get help. My autistic kid gets help. If my wife divorced me, we get help. You can actually identify as a woman and get more help from the government than being a man.
social safety net.
There's a lot of laws that are aimed to look like they're helping like the poor population, but they affect them more like negatively because they want to like make the businesses lose money so that the government ends up winning.
They want everybody to be equal, but at the same time, you have to let people to grow.
Is
Yeah.
it like very equal?
Yeah, the weird thing about this is like if you're a big brother, imagine you need to work harder for your little brother. It's your human right to work for him. You know, it's kind of, you're punished for being stronger. Cool. Equality.
Are you questioning me?
From my point of view, it isn't, at least in Bolivia.
We had a girl that was from a socialistic country and she told us she hated it and her country sucked. What do you have to say about that? She was from Bolivia.
Bolivia is not exactly a socialist paradise where workers...
What did I tell you?
I cannot stand guys like him.
His face looks so stupid right now. Okay, I'll just play.
totally own the means of production. It is merely a social democratic country with progressive policies and a country that ensures a representation of its various indigenous peoples.
Just like USA, but you don't see that, right? But you still complain about the debt and the capitalists that you want to destroy. Yeah.
Latin America. When you go there, you go to the little towns and you see how bad they live. They're very poor.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, we living in 2023 and they still, some of them, they don't even speak Spanish. If we're talking about equalism, okay, so build a nice university for all these people too. Or you just want to keep them like that. I think that's what they want.
Yeah, keep them poor, keep them down, keep them not that progressive, so you can always tell them that you're the progressive and life is kind of Gucci. That's the problem. The handout mentality that I'm going to help you, but you're not helping them enough to solve the issue. You solve that in that moment. And the reason that it's not working because you try to help so many people in that moment.
Oh, wow.
Solve it with one law that everybody has to buy to, because at least you give them a chance to win and escape. You can't escape with handouts.
I would volunteer in orphanages, and so I saw how these people, like, they would tell me that for elections they would get like 200 bolivianos, which is like nothing, to vote for this president. But at the end they wouldn't get education, they wouldn't get anything else that they needed, because the government would just be like, oh, take this and it's enough, in the name of socialism, you know?
Say you wanted to implement some socialist policies to help everyone, what would you do? What would you start off with?
Is a total seizing of the means of production from the bourgeoisie to the proletariat.
I was Che Guevara for Hollywood.
Lady, if you were gay, Che Guevara would, I'll just stop there. It's like they actually want to destroy capitalism as if people are going to support socialism when things are bad. Are you freaking kidding? You want socialism in America? Look at San Francisco.
I mean, this location for you was like people lined up around the block. I mean, like
Yes,
big
it was.
line, right? I mean, this wasn't just like getting by. It was hugely popular. Now nobody wants to come there because there's so much crime.
If you help people too much and there is no accountability, you're just telling people there is no incentive to be a good person. When people are tribal and things are going bad and there is no money, socialism doesn't work.
Halloween.
Why did you dress up as him?
Because I liked his ideals. I think he died in a honorable way.
Don't. Okay.
And what's your final message to all people who are pro-capitalism?
You will not survive capitalism. Capitalism by nature is cannibalistic.
If you never travel outside of the United States, you cannot say, yeah, socialism. No.
As I promised, I'm going to remove my socialistic eye so I can prove to you that I'm not equal. And now you feel like a victim. So please give me that like button for free.